Oh, welcome everybody. So I thought new update, yeah, let's do a new map, but this time I'm going to do a custom map. Can't say this word, uh, Zaho Jing, but it looks a pretty cool map actually. So I'm going to give this a shot. It's got all the resources, all the connections, and it's 11 degrees to 21, so we shouldn't see any snow. So yeah, let's give this a rock and roll, and we'll do a new map. I'm gonna keep the name as is. So we'll keep it as Huntingdon. And here we are. So it's a really interesting map. And I love, this is where it's different than the vanilla maps. You got such detail. Now there's not a lot of roads here, some really interesting interchanges, mind you. So, which I quite like. He's obviously, or he or she, I'm not sure who it is, has made a lot of, roads here, which is mainly the main highway and some rail. Some of the junctions look a bit, I'm not sure how they're going to work, but I just love how this just cuts through the mountain here. I'm not cut through, sorry, just follows the layers. I'm going to try and keep the lay of the land as well. So let's dive into it and start a new city. So first things first, let's see where our wind takes us, and looks like it's all heading in that direction. So I'm going to be putting everything, all my industry over here, which seems a good place for it, I think. Right, so we got a couple of things coming in here. So we've obviously got that highway over there. We've got this cutting through. So this could be a really interesting build. Let's see what we can do with it. I think for now, I'm just going to build up the infrastructure for our residential. So I'm going to put it straight up to using the wide sidewalks. Thanks to Annika, you can do this from the road menu. So yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, that's the residential done. It looks a bit busy, but it's not too bad at the end of the day. Now need to work out how to get this in. So let's carry this along. I've left a lot of gaps here as well, so we can upgrade these central through roads or arterials. I'm going to put just a roundabout at the end of here. So this is, we're going to have a couple of entrances coming in because we've got like multiple options here. So this will be for our first initial setup, which looks pretty good actually. So I'm not going to mess about with the highway yet until I've unlocked highway, but that should be quite soon. At this level, we will get the upgrades quite quickly, I think. So let's now think about where we're going to put our... I'm just going to bring this down, so because I'm going to have this go underneath the highway, but not buried. So that should be enough there, I think, and bring it back up now to flat. And then, okay, now we're on the other side of the highway. Although the highway I've not put in yet, but I will be doing. So yeah, we're gonna basically need another road coming out here. So we've got another highway entrance into our highway here. So I think I might do this again. So let's see if I can bring this around just here. Get ready for the expansion. Oh, see that's a bit dodgy there. So little trick here I like to use when if we want to keep something flat, if we go in here and press, choose our road first and then press this one here. So what that keeps a gradient. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it at 0. So it will basically follow the land. Sorry, it'll ignore the land and it'll cut in where necessary. So I'm going to drop that down so I've got 0 tilt. So it should cut through here. Yeah. See how it cuts through the mountainside? So it's still flat. I much prefer that sort of look, and we do the same with this as well. So let's bring this round here. And again, bring it up till it's a 0 on the incline, and it's actually put a little tunnel in there for us. Nice one. So that actually gives us a little bit of character there, doesn't it? I like that. Okay, let's join all these together on flat land here, so it should be all right. I'm gonna come round a bit tighter on that so I don't affect where I'm going in from the highway, which I'm going to cut across soon. So now I'm going to have to come down so I can go underneath again the highway. And that should be enough, I think. That should be enough, that I think. Now I can bring it back up to ground level. Might look a bit wondering why you do that, but you see why I'm doing this in a little while once I get the highway in. Let's tidy this bit up. Let's have a look. Let's go down a bit. So we go to north. Let's bring this right in here. We'll use this as our main highway. It looks pretty cool, that, doesn't it, really? So that highway should come straight across that, no problem. Yep, that looks pretty good. I think what I need to do now, just check my water, because I am going to be using the geothermal power station. That's going to be one of my first upgrades, actually, so I can start making a profit ASAP. I mean, I am on the easy level here because I'm more interested in, building the city rather than having, a difficult time keeping all the money, because it makes it a little bit of a boring video otherwise, because you have to do a lot of waiting. If you guys want me to do more of a harder mode, if you prefer to see more of a harder mode, then let me know in the comments, and I can certainly do that alongside this one, actually, because I'm probably going to take this one right to its limit. Let me know what you guys enjoy to watch. I've certainly done hard mode, and there's a completely different technique for it, obviously. When I say hard mode, it's more classed as normal, but it is the harder mode of the two. But for this one, we are running modded, obviously, and I am running it on easy mode just to make it faster for us to progress and more fun for you guys. So we should be getting pretty close now to our first milestone. So probably need to think really about putting some water in. So I'm thinking putting the water on here. So we'll take it out of this. Let's see, that should be close enough, I think. Yeah, perfect. So we'll hang the water in there, I think. And then we'll just bring this in. Probably like that. Let's see if we could. No, not quite long enough. So I like to just put a little turnaround on it. I'm probably going to put some forestry here as well, and we'll start that quite early in the game, I think. But yeah, it's all taking shape. I just need that to sort of click so I can unlock a few things. Mainly the power station that I need. Let's have a look. Tell you what I could do with doing actually is putting some paths in. So I've pretty much got where I'm going to put my base industry, my base residential. Really need this to click. So let's see. Let's put some paths in, I think. So I like to put a lot of paths in because I like the city to be walkable. Helps to keep the traffic down a little as well. You know, it gives the things another option. I'm not going to put bikes in yet, though. Still a bit nervous about bikes, to be honest, just in case I get too many of them. I know this so-called fixed it, but when I last did it, it still didn't seem... It seemed a bit too much, but I will put bikes in at some point. But I want to get the city a little bit more mature. I like to get it mature first. See how I'm doing on traffic, and then start to think about mass transportation, trains, buses, and trams, and also bikes. So we will have an episode of putting some mass transit in, and to improve our walking traffic. So it's always good just to put some paths in. I always find. And then what I like to do as well is have a bridge across here, the main road as well, because I don't want all of this. I don't want too many crossings, so I'd rather give a crossing here, not actually here on the main road. So I will eventually, once I unlock it, obviously, I will eventually get these crossings completed, removed. It doesn't want to join there, so let me just go in. Yeah, it's being a bit awkward, that one. I could force it with Anarchy, but I'm not going to do when I don't need to. Why is that doing that? Oh, I'm not on path, that's why. There we go, that's better. That's it. Now we just need to have a path downwards, so let's just bring it out here, bend it in. Same with this one. Let's do a double on that. That's it. And it just gives the Sims more options to cross the road without disturbing traffic too much. So close now to getting my first milestone done, which is what I need before I kick it off. And we haven't done anything here, so let's see what else I can do, which will give me enough XP at this point. I don't want to put any electric in yet. There's no need. Let's put in our, start to put in our no, I don't want that. Let's see, I want this one, so I'm going for the waterfront residential. Just a few. I thought that might give me enough. There we go. Let's put a full transformer here. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's all I need. Right, let's see what I can get now. There's a few things I need. So the geothermal power plant is definite. I need the water treatment plant too, and that gets rid of all my points. So I'll have to do the highway in a minute, but we should be able to get our next milestone before we need to unlock anywhere. So let's I'm gonna make that into a one-way system. It'll be a lot easier. And like I said, I am in a modded game, so let's do the lane controller as well. There you go. And then we can get rid of those lights at some point as well. Let's see what else I can do. Let us put in that's gonna go in, potentially could it go in there? I don't want to destroy that mountainside though, you know what I mean? It's right on that. Dang. Oh, sure Jube's Swinger's doing this. Do you know what? It's going to be too much. I don't want to get rid of all this here. I'm wasting all that wood as well at the end of the day. Do you know, I don't normally do it this early, but I might just need to expand a couple of tiles. Because there's this here, and if I just expand a little bit, I'll just drop right in there. Yeah, don't usually go this early, but I am expanding. Just because I need that. Fortunately, we have 2 million, so... or we had 2 million, we haven't got 2 million now. But let's see what we can get in here. Get that lined up as much as I can. It gives me max 150 megawatts, which is exactly what I need. All right, perfect. All right, we just need to line this up now. Let's put the 4 on. Let's not go too far out though, so let's go, yeah, up here. And then across. Let's give you the... Okay, that's perfect. So we just need to come out here probably. Let's put a 90 out there, then bend it in. All right, perfect. This will be my utility corner. Okay, so we can get rid of that now. We don't need it. And let's join up our power so we can sell us capacity, because we certainly won't be doing it right now. So really want this to be let's put the thingy over here, the sewers. Oh, there we go. Thank goodness for that, because I basically want my advancing road service and my highways at least. What else? Let's have a roundabout too. Here's my 2 spots. I'll get the crematorium as well. Lovely jubbly. Right, now we're cooking with gas. So still not unpaused. Money is still okay-ish. I've still got 1 million, so let's just fill some of that up, and then let's get this exact so it doesn't automatically fill everything in. So I do this most of the time, to be honest, on you know, lighting just squares. That should be enough for now. Probably need to get some services in though before I kick off, and then it's all done. So seem to want get it back to naught. So if I put 2 out there now, first thing I need to sort out is schools. So let's have a look for elementary, see which one. No, too big. Yeah, too big. That's not bad. That's good size actually, and quite busy. Okay, that will work. Just put it on the inside there, and then what I need now is a secondary school to go with that. So let's see if we can get a suitable one here. I have the mod, so it puts my my schools in separate tabs, just in case you're wondering why it might be different to yours. Let's have a look. What do we need here? So I want something with reasonable amount of capacity. Don't have to be correct. This is 230, so that's not too bad. Let's stick that here. Oh, there's a perfect space for it. Even better there. Yeah, that should work. Now, before we do light everything up, shall we connect these up and make sure we haven't messed anything up anywhere? So, right, put it on dual track. It needs to come in a bit. It's going a bit more. There we go. No, I'm just connecting this because it's it'll just so it's a through route. So yeah, it might be a little bit. I just check it up a little bit to 2.5 meters, and it'll just give it a little nice lip, and then it doesn't flatten the underpass. I think that'll look quite good actually. So I'll take it back down to here. And that should marry straight up like so. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. That little lift just helps, and I don't like how it's like cut down there, so let me trim this bit here and do the same for this. It just doesn't need to go up a lot, just a couple, just to like 2.5 meter should be good enough. And just bring it in. Yeah, it's just that little extra touch, isn't it? Yeah, looks pretty good, that. I think we can start bringing some stuff in. What do you think? So let's just put in my road. Services. Let's see where this can go. Yeah, but marrying up next to that. You know what? I think I might put it up here, actually. Yeah. Put it up there. Now, what we can do is, like I say, I'm going to take these lights off here because I don't really need them. And what I'll do, I'll use my priorities tool and I'll make that a stop. So people have to stop and yield before the highway rather than having lights. Yep, that looks pretty good actually. I think we're pretty good to kick off, to be honest. The only thing I don't have is a little bit of I mean, I could really keep this off going. I generally spend so much putting the thought into the process, so let's just do it. Right, that's it, folks. We've started. Let's let it build up a little bit. I mean, on easy mode, you can actually put more to it towards it. To just checking actually why is my electric not working? Let's have a look to see where we are. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's feeding it. I thought I wasn't exporting the electric then. Yeah, what I like to do is just let things just, slowly but surely. I can put some houses in, some row houses. So what I like to use, I use these North American ones, and then what I do, I just delete anything that comes too small. So if it's not 4 deep, I'll just delete them, and it always comes back at 4 deep after that. So we're keeping up with demand. Excellent. And let's do a bit more of this raw residential. Not going completely mad with it. I think I can have some more of this now. Oh, there we go, milestone 3. That's what I like about this mode. It comes thick and fast. So let's see what else we can do. Large roads definitely need that. Hospital not so much, but we do need the recycling centre. So make sure there's nothing else. Fire station. I do need a fire station actually. The better fire stations, and I get the recycling centre as well. I mean, we're looking really just to maximise the services inside the city. And it saves us going elsewhere outside the city and getting charged a ridiculous amount. Okay, that's all looking good. Excellent. I love starting new cities. I really do. And they're usually best performing on the channel as well, to be honest, more so than the actual. A lot of the other cities I don't re-show, although I do follow them on sometimes. It just doesn't pick up the things because I think that's what you guys like to see as well. Just starting a city to get those creative juices flowing, so to speak. And then when you guys do it yourself, I suppose you get all thingy with it. But I'm going to try and persevere with this one and see how much we can build it. I mean, the last update that Ice Flake gave us wasn't a lot to it really. So it said it's changed some of the behavior for the traffic, although I'm not sure. I'm just going to put in some forestry here and just to get rid of that, really. So let's give that bit of a wavy. Like so. And we could do the same with this, actually. We can get rid of all these and get rid of the lights too. Let's do this again to be a stop sign to coming out, and that should cover us. We'll have to monitor this one because there might be more traffic, but with it being a service as such, I'm just going to try and capture as many of these trees as I can. And get across to there like so. I mean, this is going to be a small one, really, to be honest. We'll need to do a lot more than this, you know, once our demand starts to grow. But this is good to start off doing this. Probably get some farming in, probably in the next one. Cover all this part here. Just gives us a bit of a kick-off. And it should give us some supply chain stuff that we can start to put down as well. Nobody's took over that yet, but they will. Right, let's increase our pedestrianisation. So let's see what else we can put down. Let's see if we can put any of these signature buildings in. Must admit, I do forget a lot about these, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's not super urgent on these sort of modes when you're in easy mode. I generally put them in, you know, when I feel they fit, to be fair. But they do have some useful stats on them as well. A lot of these are like, you know, well-being increased in a local sort of area around it, 500 meters or a couple of meters or so. But some of them are citywide, and they're really, you really need to get them in. They'll help your stats greatly. I'm going to put this UK one because I love this asset. So I'm going to start off, rather than getting the crematorium first, I'm going to get this in. And that should give us a kickstart. Okay, let's get some more rows in here as well, and just nothing to delete there, and they're all come up with 4 deep. Oh, that's going to be one big row, so I can start to sort of fill that out in one. And for these, I just make sure I just do a mass, and if there's any gaps, I might delete a few around it just to make sure it fills up with no gaps in the middle. But it's important to put the path in the middle, and I have it like, you know, 4 deep on both sides, and it generally fills up without any gaps. Right, I think I'm going to start to call it a day here now. We got this going, so I will catch you on the next one, and we'll fill the town up. Bye all.